unbelievable. I can't believe you won that one.
Yeah, it was like I knew what I was doing.
I'd like to see that again.
No way.
That was unbelievable. I can't believe you won that one.
Yeah, it was like I knew what I was doing.
I'd like to see that again.
I'm not going to let you guys off so easy next time.
We'll see about that.
Wow. I mean, you can flat out hear that difference there. Maybe that first part of that video is something that you've gotten used to. Perhaps it's something that you just said, well, you know what, that's life. That's how I hear, and that's just is what it is. Have you felt like maybe you haven't been a part of the conversations, or maybe you feel like somebody that you know and that you love hasn't been a part of the conversation and they felt a little bit lost? Enter this hearing aid. That is going to be your answer. It could be, and we want you to give it a shot. For $229.98, this is available on just 5 easy payments of $46. The shipping and handling today is free. It's from Audien. It's the Hearing Aid Atom Pro 2. We're going to dive into why this is so special, but what I want you to know is you are going to get the hearing aid itself in the charging case, so that's going to recharge it. You're getting additional tools that you're going to need to help to clean this throughout the life of this, and plus you're going to get additional tips as well, so that you can really truly size it to yourself and really have the best experience possible. This is E324801. It's $229.98, and of course you can break that up on 5 easy payments of $46. Sarah Cottalesi is joining us. Sarah, so good to see you.
Nice to see you as well.
And I am so glad that you've brought this to us, because I will tell you that my family, my grandpa, I just posted about my grandpa on my Instagram and Facebook.
I saw that cute.
Did you see it?
Oh, so cute.
He was here yesterday for a tour. Floyd. Yeah,
yes,
good memory.
Yeah.
So he was here yesterday for a tour, and I'm not saying anything that he wouldn't tell you. Let's go back maybe 8-9 years ago is when he first got his hearing aids. Go back 15 years ago is when we first realized that he couldn't hear us as well. And having a conversation was pretty difficult.
Right.
But it took him several years to be able to say, you know what, I do think I need to go to an audiologist. I do think I need to do this. Now, he did. His hearing aids, I want to say, were about $5,500. Don't quote me on that, but it was a lot. And he did have to go to an audiologist.
Yeah.
That experience, not only within the price, but also with having to go to that professional, no longer is necessary. Can we first dive into anyone that maybe has first tuned in here? Why is it that this is available over the counter? And then who is Audien?
Oh, sure. So it's, when you think about it, the FDA opened up this market of OTC hearing aids, over-the-counter hearing aids, just in August of 2022. So maybe prior, like your story is, prior to that, you did have to go and the doctors and the prescriptions. And my mom, same thing, $4,000 hearing aids that weren't covered by insurance, right?
Sure.
So that's that was what the problem was. But what we absolutely love, there's my sweet mama right there, Audien. So Audien was actually founded by a gentleman named Ishan Patel, and you've probably seen him present here.
Yeah, I've seen him.
He actually presented or created this because he too had suffered with his grandfather. And he, severe hearing loss. He felt his, grandfather pulling away from the family. And there was a lot of frustration there. And even it breaks my heart every single time I say it. He said he even had the feeling when he was growing up, as a young boy growing up, that his grandfather didn't enjoy spending time with him because he couldn't hear and he couldn't answer and he couldn't participate. So that's why Audien was created in the very first place. The fact that it's now a FDA cleared hearing aid is something we absolutely love. I come to Audien a little differently. So as you know, Justin, like there's monitors across this building, right? You can always walk by and kind of see what's on air. I'm telling you, it stopped me in my tracks when I saw him present for the very first time, and I said, this is the answer for my mom. Those $4,000 hearing aids aren't being used anymore. And being 10 hours away from her, I was wondering, like, what can I do to her? What can I give to her that's going to give her the tools to help? She has mild to moderate hearing loss. This was it. This right here, like you said, you come with your hearing aids. You'll have 6 different tips. Not only is this a recharging case, there's what that blue light is actually sanitizing everything that's inside.
Really?
But even more importantly, there's no app. You don't need your phone. You don't need Wi-Fi. You don't need Bluetooth. You don't need to go to the doctor. So all of those reasons of maybe not having hearing aids, this checks the box of why it's so accessible these days. It's accessible, it's affordable, and absolutely easy to use, which is amazing.
It's incredibly comfortable. This is the first time I've ever put it in. It is so comfortable.
You can't even see it. If you were to look straight ahead, you can't even see it.
Well, I'll look right at the camera there. You cannot see it. I mean, you would not notice it. If you're looking for it, perhaps you'll notice this, but it truly just blends right in. And you could take it out easily, and then you recharge it. I love that sanitation that's on the inside of this too. Now, who is this for?
Yeah, so this is very easy. This is for mild to moderate hearing loss. So think about you and your loved ones. If you find yourself having a really hard time in a crowded setting or in a noisy, loud setting, if you realize that you're turning up the volume of your TV a little bit too loud for every other member of your family, or if you're having a difficult time on the phone, absolutely, this is perfect for mild to moderate. If it's anything other than that, maybe you're not sure even if you're at that moderate level. Profound and severe hearing loss, you definitely need to, still see your doctor, of course. And if there's any pain or something else that's going on with your ear, you would definitely go to the doctor. But if you think about it, mild to moderate hearing loss is probably one of the most untreated conditions in the world. And you think about, it's crazy to think that upwards of like 80% of the people should be wearing hearing aids, again, in that mild to moderate section, but they've always been inaccessible. Or maybe you didn't know that now you can get over the counter. These are not amplifiers. These are not earbuds. These are true FDA cleared hearing aids that Audien with the Atom 2, it's the smallest one that we make. So knowing that, this is something that we talk a lot about words here, right? We talk a lot about life-changing. There's a lot of life-changing things that could be going on, right? I kind of joke and say, great pair of jeans is life-changing.
That's absolutely right.
Great, great lipstick, a great recipe for, your favorite dinner. This is changing lives.
Well, I was going to say I'm going to make up the word, but it's almost lives changing, because it's not just the person who is having that mild to moderate hearing loss, but it's also the people that are around them as well. What you're looking at in front of you, it's $229.98 to give this a try. The shipping and handling is free. 5 easy payments of just $46 a month. This, I think, is probably the most important time of year for somebody who maybe has been on the fence to give it a try. Because I want you to think about the dinners and the meals that you're about to go walk into. You're about to maybe go into some holiday dinners. Maybe you're having Thanksgiving at your house, or you're traveling somewhere. Maybe you're going to have that office holiday party. And do you remember back to the last time you sat down for one of those meals? Did you feel like you were isolated? Did you feel like you weren't a part of that conversation? Because I can tell you, as the person who is the grandson of somebody who was the person who was on the outside for him, it was kind of both ways. It wasn't just my grandfather who was the one who felt like he was isolated at times, but wouldn't admit it to us. It was also us too that felt like we were almost leaving him out. This is the solution. This can be the solution for you. Give it a try. You have that extended return policy until the end of January. So think of everything that you no longer need to miss, but you can truly become a part of. You can be right in it again. I would love to just go back to, I think we have a simulation again that helps to understand, because maybe this is you, and if it is, 1-800-500-7590 is the phone number to call. 30,000 of these have been ordered since this was made available. And that makes sense, because at this price point, it's 30,000 people that are giving it a try, and 30,000 lives that have been changed. And maybe you are the next one, because this next video that you're gonna see, maybe this is what you're experiencing.
Happy anniversary, honey. I love you so much.
Huh?
I said happy anniversary, honey.
What?
I said, never mind. Happy anniversary, honey. I love you so much.
And I love you too.
Oh, they're so beautiful. Thank you.
What's most impressive, not only did he hear it, he remembered too. He had the flowers. Yeah, that's a big thing,
But you notice that both of them were frustrated, right? One couldn't hear, and she was frustrated by asking. So again, mild to moderate hearing loss isn't something that happens overnight. And so what happens is you slowly start losing. It could be age, it could be, a lot of reasons. But it's something that you might not notice right away. But what Audien has done so brilliantly, again, this was the answer to my mom. 10 hours away, I'm the caregiver for my mom, but yet I was able to help her with these. So I love that. But again, super, super easy. So when you get this home, of course, you're going to charge it. And just know that you're getting upwards of 24 hours. Oh, the other one's in my ear. I forgot that it was in there. You're getting
See, you forget. They're so comfortable. You don't know.
Exactly. So you're getting 24 hours on one charge of your hearing. And then you get 3 more charges in the case as well. So technically, you might not be charging this, but every 5 to 7 days. Like,
oh, wow.
Which is really great. So here's the thing. Again, you're going to get this home. You're going to charge it. This is where I want you to look for this, and it's kind of going to be up in the top part of the box when you get it home.
It's right in here.
Yeah, so what it is, it's 5 quick steps of let's get started. And I'm not one for manuals at all, and I really think this is just a picture guide for you. So again, being able to kind of open this, it's about getting that right fit, right? It's about getting that perfect fit, fine-tuning as well. Everything is right here. We have really 6 different sizes, 2 different shapes for you in small, medium, and large.
Really covered big ground
Yeah, we
there.
really did. And I remember you were saying this too, even like with the Grooves earbuds.
Yeah.
You didn't realize that you had 2 different size
Ear
ears,
canals.
right?
That's right, yep.
So that's perfect here too. But as we come over here a little bit, we are so proud of this as well. And we use this with my mom. But our hearing specialists for the lifetime of the product are available to answer any single question that you have. Whether you call, text, email, doesn't matter. We are here to help you through the entire process. The other thing that I want to make note, and you'll see this when you get this home too, and just give yourself some grace when you get your hearing aids home. And it's the same with us as others as well. Even if you had the $4,000 hearing aids, when you get this home and you find that perfect fit for you, maybe for the first week you wear them an hour a day.
Yeah.
And then that second week, maybe you're up to like 2 or 3 hours. And then in 3 weeks' time, you are going to be able to hear what you've been missing all of these years. And part of that is too, it could be overwhelming. It's like a sensory, such excitement. You're hearing things that maybe you hadn't heard, the crunching of leaves, the birds, that are outside,
sure.
and all of these little things, plus those conversations that mean so much. So again, we've taken the guesswork out of how to use these, but it's just amazing. So
life becomes vibrant and exciting
Yeah.
all over again. I know there's 4 different hearing modes to this as well, though. So to that degree, what are those 4 hearing modes, and how do they work? What are they
so
great
it's
for?
great. So again, when you take these out, there's a little guide wire as well. So I'm going to take this out and kind of hold it against my shirt just so you can see it. So that little guide wire, I love it. So you're going to take this out, but you're going to place it in your ear. And while it's in your ear, the only controls are right here on the end. So you can do this while they're in your ear. When you press these, there's 5 different volume levels that you press through. But then there's 4 different modes as well. And you press and hold through those as well. And again, we have it all in that instruction for you. But what it is a conversation mode. It is an outside mode. It is like a restaurant as well. And there's even a mode for being in the car, because it's like a vacuum when you're in a car, but then you have all that noise of the wind going over as well.
I can
so again,
imagine
but here's the thing, you can change on the fly. You can change it if you all of a sudden, when we're conversation mode, and then you want to go, to a restaurant, and you need to change the mode or raise the volume, you can do that. On your left and your right side, your hearing loss may be different. So you can adjust the sound or the volume on each side as well. So again, takes all the guesswork out of it. And for a brand new category, again, the FDA just opened this category. And why? Because the majority of the people that should be wearing hearing aids are mild to moderate. So it needed to be accessible.
It's accessible, it's easy to use. I will tell you, this is the first time I've ever put it in my ear before, and I just followed along with what you just said.
Yeah.
I added it into my ear. First of all, I'm gonna look right at you. Can you even tell that I'm wearing it? If you look over here, we wear these earpieces. They're way more noticeable than what this is. That's it right there.
See. Yeah.
And what I like about this is there's a button on the side, like Sarah said. I can feel it, I can press it, and each beep is telling me 1, 2 beeps. I'm able to figure out pretty quickly that's going to be level 2 of the volume. 3 beeps is level 3. 4, 5 is the highest volume on it. And I was able to hold down to each mode, and I could change that so quickly and easily. But let's say now I'm running out of battery. I open up the case, I put it right in. Look at those little lights on the inside there.
Yeah.
That's sanitizing it.
Isn't it
As I
great?
put it in there as well.
Yep.
I mean, they've truly thought of absolutely everything here. We have another simulation video that I would love to go and I'd love to play.
Yeah.
Because I just think as so many people are watching this, and 30,000 people have picked up on this since August 13th,
Since
by the
August,
way,
yeah.
which is crazy that in that short amount of time, 30,000 people have brought this home to give it a try. You could be the next person, because the video we're about to play, the question I ask is this something similar that you went through today? Yes